It is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it's the 27th of September. And so this is our super fun sketch. I'm not sure where it's from, but Christy might know. And then the Scraptember prompt is a long title. Now, it's also Monday, and I have been playing along with the Paper Issues pop-up crop challenges for the month of September, which are all mood boards. And I love me a mood board, especially on Monday. So I am using the 70s board. So you see that down below there. I am definitely pulling colors, 100%. So definitely in that middle where the rainbow is, I am pulling the idea of having kind of that neutrally background. So I am using the May kit from Paper Issues, and I'm using that khaki colored cardstock in the back, and then the Echo Park plaid paper, is it plaid, gingham paper, to do the half and half. And then I did take it over to my sewing machine and stitched around. Didn't do the greatest job, but that's okay. And then I am documenting more broken bone pictures. So this was where they had to cut my son's boot off. And he had just got these boots for Christmas, and this was like 3 days after Christmas, so he'd probably only worn them twice. But they couldn't pull the boot off, so they ended up having to cut it. And so we took a bunch of pictures, and he was very hopeful that he could send the pictures about what happened to Justin Boots, and maybe he could get a new boot. He didn't need a new pair of boots. He just needed one boot. But they never responded. So I did take these pictures for him. You can kind of see he does have a smile under his mask because he knew what we were doing. And then I am using 3 photos. Originally I had 4, but I decided the 4th one wasn't really necessary. So I'm just going with the 3 that give you, you know, a side view, a top view, a bottom view of the boot. And I don't trim them down. So I think this sketch calls for 2.5 by 3.5 photos, but mine are 4 by 6, so they are definitely going to take up much more real estate. And it looks like in this sketch they are individually backed, but I decided to put mine on just one big thing and then mat it with the gorgeous black tissue paper that came in the kit. Well, it came in my box when I got the kit. So love me some tissue paper. And I'm going to take this branding strip and bring in some of that orange. So in the bottom right hand corner picture, the orange wallpaper is very similar to the design of that blue paper. So that's where the blue paper came from. So I have 2 boards taken care of. And you can see my son's jeans in this picture. We did have to cut his jeans as well, which make me think of the funny mom jean picture down in the bottom there. And then definitely picking up some of that orange and blue color scheme that you see in the first photo with the tan kind of lettering. And the fact that this happened because of a vehicle goes well with that bug there. So there's that. And then I really tried to use quite a few of the mood board pieces. So the very last column in the center is a picture of shoes, and I'm totally documenting boots, so I think it works great. So there's kind of like my big inspiration pieces so far from there. So I've got my photos backed. I did that orange stripe down the middle. I like how that looks, mainly because if my sewing had been better, I may not have added it, but my sewing was terrible, so I added it. Now I'm going to do 2 tags. One is a pre-made tag from the cut apart sheet, and then I just cut the bottom of it off and made the second tag. So 2 tags in one I thought was pretty good. And then the kit comes with some tan and white baker's twine, so I'm going to put those on my tags. And then I am using that glossine bag as another layer, and that was actually what the embellishments came in, but it works perfect. So the sketch calls for florals, and the 70s was very floral. Like, look at that bug, like it's a little florally. So I'm gonna pull some florals in. I have really been making my broken leg pictures pretty. So I'm going to pull in a bunch of these florals. I am going to pull in just the blue and orange with just a little bit of the yellow. Trying to, not focus on the yellow, but the blue and orange florals. And I'm going to put them in 2 spots along with the butterfly die cut. So basically the same area that they are in the sketch. I'm following along pretty well. I'm even going to get some of the butterflies from the sketch in. So I have that die cut one, and then I have this wood one from the kit. And I decided I was going to color it with, as I throw it, with the Kaisercraft Rose Gold Mist that came in the kit, and make it that beautiful orange color. I wouldn't really call it rose gold. I think when it dries, it has more of a goldy appearance, but it didn't give all that sparkle on the butterfly. I did let it sit there, and you can see how it kind of pooled at the bottom so that I could get a little bit of different variation of that wood veneer, so it was going to soak up differently. So I really love how that looks. It does take quite a bit of time for it to sink in and dry. So I just have it sitting over there on that piece of plastic. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to hit it with my heat gun. And then I was like, oh, it's like shrinky dink status. Like, it totally started to shrink up the plastic. So had to put it on something else to kind of dry it. And so don't ever put your heat tool on plastic. I mean, I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but at that particular point in time, my brain was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. No, not a good idea. So I did pop up the wing of the die cut butterfly down below, and I was just giving you a little close-up of my wood veneer butterfly. And of course my butterflies need some sequin trails, so I'm using this gorgeous sequin mix that came in the kit. Each butterfly gets some sequin trails, and then I just do some scattering on the diagonal. And I love these. They're like big heart sequins. They're just gorgeous. So I put those in. I am going to finish it off with some splatters. I love how this looks right now, and I probably should have stopped, but I felt like it needed a little bit more. And usually when I feel like it needs more, Amber always tells me, add splatters. So I wanted to bring in some more of that mist, and so I am going to apply that. And immediately when I put it down, I was like, oh my gosh, it looks like splattered blood. This is like the worst layout for it to look like splattered blood. But when it dries, it looks way better. And I mean, I guess if your mind's there, you could still think that, but hopefully you don't, because it really is a beautiful mist. So yeah, so that is my layout. I do have questions about how I put my sequins down. So I use Nuvo Deluxe adhesive and a crystal katana to put it down. And that's pretty much it. That's my favorite way. So there is my splatters. You tell me what you think in the comments down below. Head over to the Paper Issues Facebook group and play along with this this challenge because it's super fun. And if you haven't picked up this May kit, if they are still available, I am doing a giveaway. So if you purchase it, tag me, and if you haven't and you want to, you can use my code Crystal and that'll give you 20% off the kit. So check out the description box below for everybody who's playing along, and remember to wear your crown. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.